Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Milwaukee Sports Geeks Geek Rant. This is the Geek. Before I start, I'd like to congratulate Justin and Anna on their upcoming nuptials, which will be tomorrow. Congratulations, guys. Justin's a big sports guy. Very fortunate to have him as a nephew, and looking forward to having Anna as a new, I guess, niece-in-law. I don't know. Call me a geek, but I don't know what the heck they call it. So anyways, now back to the show. Baseball season is almost over, and of course our beloved Milwaukee Brewers have been out of the playoff hunt now for some time. But I want to talk a little bit about something that's been burning on my chest. One of my favorite baseball players of all times is Pete Rose. Pete Rose had a celebrity roast 2 weeks ago, and Pete Rose broke down. Pete Rose broke down and cried on Tony Perez's shoulder. He apologized to Major League Baseball. He apologized to his friends, his family, to anybody and everybody, and then he broke down and cried. And it wasn't just a show of, okay, I'm Pete Rose, I'm going to cry and let everybody see that I'm sorry for what I did in baseball, which in my opinion, he did as a manager, not a player, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. And this is where I'm going with this. He really broke down. They stopped the roast for a little bit. He continued on with some speak. And it was a true show of emotion from Pete Rose, a man who has given his life to Major League Baseball, who has given everything he could as a player, as well as a manager, as well as a individual who has truly wanted to showcase not only himself, his son, his family, and everything about Major League Baseball. Now, when Pete Rose left baseball as a player, Pete Rose was still considered to be one of the greatest players of all time. In my opinion, he is one of the greatest players of all time. And as such, the greatest player of all time should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't know what everything in regards to Giamatti and Rose and what their agreement was with a 1 year, getting back in, being able to do things. You know, Major League Baseball needs to start taking the high road. I am sick and tired of the elitist writers who think that they are the ones that are taking care of baseball's ancient history. That's great, guys. I appreciate the history. I appreciate where baseball came from. Everybody should know the history of their sport. But to have Pete Rose, the player, out of the Hall of Fame is an injustice to not only Major League Baseball, to the Cincinnati Reds, to us as fans. It is also to Pete Rose. If you want to do it when the man passes on, okay, that's great. You don't want him to benefit or make any monies from his Hall of Fame status. Okay, I get it. That's how you are. That's how you writers operate. I get it. You also don't want him to be able to go around saying, I'm a Hall of Famer. Well, guess what? I call Pete Rose a Hall of Famer because Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer. And I'm going to rant and I'm going to vent on this because I believe that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. His numbers support it. His longevity within Major League Baseball is supportive of it. He deserves to be a Hall of Famer. Now, if you don't want to put him in as the manager and you want to have a little asterisk next to his name and say, hey, guess what? He was the manager of the Cincinnati Reds and he got caught for gambling on the teams that he was managing, then fine, do that. But as far as the player, he deserves the right to be in the Hall of Fame. So I appreciate the fact that Pete Rose is starting to, as he gets a little bit older in age, understand where us as fans, where Major League Baseball and others are starting to go with this. He has paid his penance. Hell, you gave guys like, 11 times he was busted for cocaine use. That was a bigger detriment to the Major League Baseball world than Pete Rose gambling on baseball games. You allow these idiots who are using steroids to jack up numbers and to falsify the records of baseball. You still allow folks who we absolutely know are using and were using steroids to still maintain their records. But yet, somebody who went out as a manager and made a couple of bets on baseball you are going to nail him to the cross for everything. Get your heads out of your backside, start taking some priority, and put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I'm the Geek. I'm on every Sunday morning on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP here. Look forward to talking to you folks this week about the Packers and the Bears rivalry. We're going to be having some in-studio guests. We're going to have some lively debate. We're going to go forward from there. You can check us out on the web at www.themilwaukeesportsgeeks.com. You can also, of course, as I said, Sunday mornings on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. Check us out there. As well as you can tweet us, Facebook us, MKE Sports Geek, all the fun stuff. Look forward to it. And when I get my Hall of Fame vote, Pete Rose, buddy, you're in. Later.
We are more than men. We sirs are geeks.